Hello students, my name is Lori Duval and I work for the American Red Cross here in Corpus Christi. You've probably seen the Red Cross symbol, but do you know what the Red Cross does? The Red Cross has a mission to provide disaster relief to the people of the United States. Whenever there is a hurricane, tornado, earthquake, major flood, or other natural disaster, the Red Cross is there to help the people whose lives are affected. Red Cross workers open shelters so people will have a safe, clean, and dry place to stay. We give out blankets, food, toothbrushes, soap, cleaning supplies, and all sorts of things to help families get their lives back in order. Sometimes houses or apartments are damaged by fire, and the Red Cross is there to provide temporary housing and money for clothing and food, and even stuffed animals for the children. As you can imagine, in a city the size of Corpus Christi, this can get very expensive. Where do you think the Red Cross gets money to help people? No, it's not from the government. It's from people like you and me. The Red Cross depends on donations to help raise the money we use to help people who are victims of disaster. That's why I'm speaking to you today. I am challenging you to help raise money for the Red Cross. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm just a kid. I don't have a job. How can I raise money? It's simple. Pennies. Pennies may not buy much all by themselves, but there is power in pennies, and we're calling this the Penny Power Challenge. Your classroom and every participating classroom in the elementary schools of Corpus Christi will have a collection jar for pennies. You can put in nickels, dimes, and quarters too, but we are specifically asking for pennies. Why pennies? Aren't pennies almost worthless? Yes, but that's why we want them. Those worthless pennies add up. 100 pennies is $1. 1,000 pennies is $10, and 1,000,000 pennies equals $10,000. And $10,000 is a lot of money. Even though 1,000,000 pennies sounds like a lot more pennies than you could ever collect, if each student participating in the Penny Power Challenge collected just 150 pennies, we would have 1,000,000 pennies. When you think of it that way, it doesn't seem like an impossible challenge. You can start by picking up pennies you find on the sidewalk, or looking under the cushions of the sofa, or ask your moms and dads and grandparents to let you have the pennies they have in their purses or pockets. You can probably think up many other ways to collect pennies, and before you know it, you'll have dozens or even hundreds of pennies to put in the jar in your classroom, and the Red Cross will turn those pennies into dollars to help people in need. You and your classmates will have fun watching the first jar fill up, and then a second jar, and maybe a third, and the class that collects the most pennies will win a great prize. Plus, the school that collects the most will win a prize too. You and your classmates could have your pictures in the newspaper, or maybe on TV, and all you have to do is collect pennies and put them in the jar. I hope you will help the Red Cross with the Penny Power Challenge. When you help the Red Cross, we can be there for your friends and neighbors when they need help. Remember, there's power in pennies. Thank you for helping.